Hey, welcome to Eva Trades. My name is Josh. This is going to be a video about how I sell half of my position in the Thinkorswim platform. Now, I did make a video about this a while ago. You can go to the YouTube channel, you can scroll down to the educational section, and it's part 5 of 8. But I've made a few changes here lately, and I'd like to go over those changes with you. It's something I think is a little more efficient. This is a look at the active trader, and this is the software that I've created to help me manage risk and place my trades in the Thinkorswim platform. So really quick, let's go ahead and take a look at the way that I've been trading and then the changes that I've made recently. So typically when I'm ready to trade, I'll look at the chart and look at the candle ranges. And let's say the candle range is about 5 cents. So I'll click on 5. And then when I click go, the program is going to take over the mouse and it's going to do some stuff without me touching the mouse. So here we go. I'm going to click go. And it's going to enter my share size. And then it's going to put in a stop loss order. So it does that based on the amount of risk down here that I have set. And then I'll come over here and I'll click on buy. And there we go. And then you can see I'm risking $50. And now when I want to sell, I have to click this button here to enable the sell button, and then I can sell it. And I'll explain to you why that is. Let me click the buy button here again. So we're all set up and ready to buy. So the reason why I do that is because when I buy, so let's go ahead and click on buy, Thinkorswim isn't going to let me sell this because I have trigger with brackets selected. So in order to sell this, I have to click on single and then I can click on sell, or I can hit the flatten button, which works great if I'm only in one time. But what happens if I'm in twice and I want to sell one of those positions? Let's walk through that real quick. So I'll go back to trigger with bracket. So there we are. So I'm going to click buy. So I'm in one time there, risking $50. Now I'm going to push play on the platform. This is the on demand. We'll let the price move just a little bit. There we go. Now I paused it. Now I'm going to click buy again. So now I'm in twice. And sure, I could hit the flatten button when I'm ready to sell and it would sell everything, all 2,000 shares. But I only want to sell half of my position. Now, just to be clear, when I say half, actually what I'm doing is I'm in twice and I'm going to sell one of those positions, but it's half of my overall shares of what I have. So in order to sell half, I would have to click trigger with bracket, go to single, and then sell. I don't like all those extra mouse clicks, so I've added this feature to my software. Go back to trigger with bracket. Notice the sell button is grayed out. That's part of the software that I've written within this trade bar. So I have to click this to enable sell. And you saw how it went down and it selected the single for me. And now I'm ready to sell. So I'll click on sell and there I sold half. So now I only have 1,000 shares left. And this is the on-demand feature. In real trading, whenever I click that sell button, it's going to cancel both of these orders down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click cancel. And then, so since I still have 1,000 shares, I'm going to want to put my stop loss back in somewhere down here. And now notice that the buy button is grayed out. I did that on purpose because I don't want to accidentally buy with a single order in place, because if I do that, I'm not going to have a stop loss. I want to make sure that trigger with brackets is selected, but I don't want to have to click trigger with bracket, go down here and select this value again, and then collapse that. It takes too much time. So we'll go back to single. So I've coded the software to do it for me. Now, when I click the buy button, the software is going to take over the mouse and you're going to see what it does. And there we go. And so that was faster than me coming over here and doing it manually, but it still leaves something to be desired. I'm going to go ahead and reset the account. Okay, and let's go through a scenario. Let's say I'm going to buy this. Okay, I buy it one time and I'm going to push play. We'll let the price move and I'll pause it there. Now I'm going to buy a second time. Okay, so now I'm in with 2,000 shares. Now let's say that the price suddenly moves up really fast. I'm going to want to sell half of my position and hold the other half for the bigger move. So to do that, I click on sell, and now I'm ready to sell, and then I sell. And then of course I put my stop loss back in. Now let's say the price suddenly drops back down. And when that happens, I like to jump back in again. You know, add back at a lower price and look for that next move up. Now sometimes this can happen pretty quick. So if it drops back down, I have to come over here and click the buy button. And now I'm ready to buy, and then I can click buy again. So now I'm back in twice. But sometimes the price can drop down and then back up so quick that that right there, even though that only took about a second to do, was still too long. So while this does work for me, last week I actually found something that I like a little bit better, and I'm going to go over that now. So the layout here is going to change just a little bit. So basically what I'm going to do is create a second active trader window. So I pop this up here. I'm going to click on this right here. Change this to 4. And so we've got the active trader, and then I'm going to slide this up, cover up the other active trader. So I'll have two active traders, and I've already got this set up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to that so you can see what it looks like. And here it is, the new setup. I have two active traders. This one up here is for buying, and this one down here is for selling, and it also has the price ladder. Now I do still have a limit sell button here. I'll probably end up moving that down here at some point. So let's get this set up. I'm going to click on 10 cents. And when I click the go button, it's going to enter in my share size on both of these quantities and my stop loss. Here it goes. So there's my share size and my stop loss of 10 cents. And we're ready to buy. So let's go ahead and I'm going to run through the same scenario again. I'm going to click on buy. I'm going to go ahead and push play and let the price move just a little bit. And there we go. So I'm going to click on buy again. Okay, so now I'm in it twice. And now when I want to sell, I don't have to click a button and wait for it to not be grayed out. Anytime I want to sell, all I have to do is come down here and boom, I'm out one time, just like that. Now, again, trading real time, these limit orders are going to cancel. So I'm still stuck with having to put a stop loss in, but that's no problem. I can click the stop loss. Now let's say the price had jumped up and I sold half and then it dropped back down. I don't have to go press a button and wait for the buy button to be visible. I can just go back up here right away, click on buy, and I'm back in it a second time. Awesome. And then the price moves back up. And guess what? I'm going to sell it again. Boom. And maybe I just want to get out of everything. Then I can hit the flatten button or just sell it again and I'm all out. There we go. So I think I'm really going to like the way this new setup is. It's unfortunate with Thinkorswim that you got to find all these little workarounds to try to get it to work for you. Thinkorswim isn't really built for scalp trading, but I like it because there are so many options. It's free, so I can't complain. Now, I do want to go over one more thing. In my YouTube short, video 5 of 8, I did talk about how when you wanted to sell an order, that you would have to click single, click cancel, and then sell. And that's true because if you don't do that, if you don't cancel your limit orders when you want to sell, Thinkorswim will throw up a dialog box. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick to get around that so you don't have to worry about that dialog box. And so that way you don't have to press cancel when you want to sell. It's just a way to save you an extra step. So for this, I have to turn off the on-demand feature. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off now. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the trade bars. And let's zoom out to a bigger window. So this way you'll be able to see it when the dialog pops up. So you can make the dialog pop up anytime you want just by doing this. Now watch this cool trick. So the market is closed right now, but I can still do this. So I'm going to put in a buy order here by clicking. And now be careful if you do this when the market is open because you could accidentally get filled. I have this set to time in force of day. So as long as it's pre-market or post-market or the market's closed, I'm in no danger of getting filled. And usually I'll do this before the market opens so that I'm ready to go by the time the bell rings. Okay, so I clicked, let's do this again. So I'll click on buy, and then I'll go up here and I'll click on sell. Aha, there's the dialog that I've been talking about. So entering this order will cancel your open working orders. It does this because it thinks you're trying to short it. I called Thinkorswim once and they said, well, it thinks you're trying to place a box order. They tried to explain that to me and it's a little confusing. I'm not going to try to explain it here. All I can tell you is this is very annoying when you're trying to get out of a trade really fast and this thing pops up. So you see there's a checkbox here. You can click that to disable this warning until the end of your logon session. This means once you do this, this dialog box will not pop up again for the rest of the day or as long as you're logged in. So confirm and send, and those orders are going to cancel, but that's fine. So now let's try it again. Click on buy. Click on sell. Haha, no dialog box. That is awesome. Now, unfortunately, you have to do this for every single ticker. So when you have your stocks loaded up in the morning, I recommend doing it ahead of time so that you don't have to worry about it when you're trading. And then this way you don't have to cancel your orders when you want to sell. So hopefully this all makes sense to you. I know it's kind of crazy, all this weird stuff that I'm doing, and it works for me. It may not work for you, but I thought that I would at least share this with you in case you're struggling to get in and out of trades as quickly as you want to. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and I will see you next time. And happy trading.